Australians in New South Wales are casting their votes early in a landmark referendum which could see the forming of an Indigenous body to advise its Parliament. A yes vote will see Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island people included in the Constitution for the first time, and the body called the Voice would give Parliament non-binding advice. Supporters in favour of establishing the body include the country's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who says it will help introduce laws to address inequal. Critics, though, insist the body will be divisive and ineffectual, with recent polling suggesting Australians will reject the proposal. I talked this through with our correspondent based in Sydney, Phil Mercer. The official referendum vote is to be held on October the 14th, so what, in just over a week and a half, but voting is well and truly underway. All 6 Australian states and the 2 main territories have now opened early polling, and in recent years, in recent Australian elections, many millions of Australians have taken the opportunity to vote before polling day, so this referendum is well and truly alive. Australia's constitution doesn't recognise or mention its Indigenous people, and Australians are now having the opportunity to change that by voting for a constitutional amendment that would set up an Indigenous Voice to Parliament. As you described, this would be a permanent independent body made up of Indigenous people to help shape and guide laws and policies that affect the lives of Australia's Indigenous people. And I think there's one statistic that shows the sort of disadvantage that Australia's Aboriginal people have to live with, and that is longevity. Australia's original inhabitants live on average about 8 years less than everyone else, so this panel, according to its supporters, would help to address that sort of disadvantage. The Prime Minister's been very vocal about this, calling on all Australians to vote yes when the referendum does take place. Is there any sense of what the outcome might be? Do we know? Well, if you believe the opinion involves, it's not looking good for Anthony Albanese and the Yes campaign. Now, the results of these various opinion polls in recent months fluctuated, but the trend that is emerging is a clear advantage for the No campaign. It is a broad church, including conservative opposition politicians, who believe that the Voice would be an unnecessary layer of bureaucracy. They're complaining about a lack of detail, and other No campaigners say that the Voice, a permanent body enshrined in the Constitution, would presume that Aboriginal people will always be disadvantaged and will always need that sort of special help. So this is a very divisive campaign. Opinion polls are suggesting a victory for the no vote, but the real vote is underway in all Australian states and territories ahead of referendum day on the 14th of October. Phil Mercer there, who's in Sydney for us.